I'm going to the dean's now with Herb. I'm playing squash with the headmaster at 5, so I'll see you at the dining room at 6:30.
I wish you would come back here after.
Laura, I can't.
Bill, I wish you would.
Laura, what's the matter? I've got to get to the dean's to discuss this.
Yes, of course, but first I'd like to discuss the boys that made him do this. The men and the boys that made him do this.
Made him do this? Come on,
Yes.
Nobody made him do anything.
Is there to be no blame, no punishment for the men and boys that taunted him for doing this? What if he had succeeded in killing himself? What then?
Laura, you're being entirely too emotional about this.
Too emotional. If he had succeeded in killing himself in Ellie's rooms, wouldn't you have felt some guilt?
Felt some guilt?
Yes, you.
I wish you'd look at the facts and not be so emotional about this.
The facts? What facts? An innocent boy goes swimming with an instructor? An instructor who he likes because this instructor is one of the few who encourage him, who don't ride him. And because he's an off horse, you and the rest of them are only too glad to put 2 and 2 together and get a false answer.
Come on.
Anything which will allow you to go on and persecute a boy you basically don't like. If this had happened with Al or anyone else, you would have done nothing.
Oh, it would have been an entirely different matter. Look, you can't escape from who you are, your character. Why do they spend so much time in the law courts on character witnesses? To prove that this was the kind of man who could or could not have committed such a crime.
A crime? I resent this judgment by prejudice. He's not like me, therefore he's capable of all possible crimes. He's not one of us, a member of the tribe.
Look, Laura, I understand this was a shock for you because you were fond of this boy. But you did all you could for him, more than anyone would expect. After all, your responsibility doesn't go beyond
I know it doesn't go beyond
providing
giving
some
him tea and sympathy on Sunday afternoons. Well, I want to tell you something. It's going to shock you, but I'm going to tell you.
Laura, it's late.
Last night I knew what Tom had in mind to do.
Oh, you what? You knew?
I knew.
And you didn't say anything? You didn't stop him? Then you're the one responsible.
I am responsible, but not as you think.
You didn't even say anything. You didn't even try to stop him?
I did try to stop him, but not by locking him in his room or calling the school police. I tried to stop him by being nice to him.
Oh, yeah.
Bill, by
Yeah,
being
great.
affectionate, by showing him that he was liked, yes, even loved. I knew what he was going to do and why he was going to do it. He had to prove to you bullies that he was a man, and he was going to prove it with Ellie Martin. Well, you're not even paying attention to me.
I'm paying attention.
Last night I wish he had proved it with me.
You what?
I wish he had proved it with me.
Laura, what in Christ's name are you saying?
Yes, I shock you. I shock myself, but you're right. I'm responsible here. I know what I should have done. I knew it then, but my heart cried out to this boy in his misery, a misery imposed by my husband. And I wanted to reach out to him as one human being to another. And I failed. At the last minute, I sent him away.
You sent him away? You mean you managed to overcome your exaggerated sense of pity?
No, it was not just pity. My heart and its own loneliness. Yes, I've been lonely here, miserably lonely. Look at me! And my heart and its loneliness cried out for this boy, for the comfort he could give me too.
I don't know what you're
But
saying.
I was
That's
a good
what it
woman.
is.
Good in what sense of the word? Good to whom and for whom.
Look, Laura, we'll discuss this if we must later on.
Bill, there will be no later on. I'm leaving you!
You're what?
I'm leaving you!
You've got to be joking me. Over this thing?
Yes, this thing and all the other things in our marriage.
All the other things in our marriage, for God's sake, Laura, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about love, honor, manliness, tenderness, persecution. I'm talking about a lot, and you haven't understood any of it.
No, I haven't! Laura, you can't leave over a thing like this. You know what it means.
Wait, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Once I'm gone, it'll probably be agreed by all that I was an off horse too, and that it's good riddance.
Can't believe you. All of this over a fairy?
This boy, Bill, this boy is more of a man than you are.
Oh yeah, sure, ask Ellie.
Because it was distasteful for him, because for him there has to be love. He's more of a man than you are.
Sure he is.
Manliness isn't all swagger and swearing and mountain climbing. Manliness is also tenderness, gentleness, consideration. You men think you can decide on who is a man when only a woman can really know.
Ellie's a woman. Why don't you ask Ellie?
I don't need to ask anyone.
Oh, you don't? What do you know about a man, huh? Married first to that boy, again a poor, pitiable boy. You want to mother a boy, not love a man? Isn't that right? That's why you never really loved me, because I was not a boy you could mother.
You're quite wrong about my
Am
not
I?
loving you. I did love you, but not for your outward show of manliness, but because you needed me. For one unguarded moment, you let me know you needed me, and I've tried to find that moment again the year we've been married. Why did you marry me, Bill? In God's name, why?
Because I loved you. Why else?
You've resented me. Almost from the day you married me, you've resented me. You never wanted to marry, really. Did they kid you into it? Does a would-be headmaster have to be married? Or what was it, Bill?
Come on.
You would have been far happier going off in your jaunts with the boys, having a toot
That's part of being a master.
Other masters and their wives do not take 2 boys with them whenever they go away on vacations and weekends.
Those are boys without privileges, Laura.
I became a wife without privileges.
Well, you became a wife.
Yes.
You did not become a wife.
I know I failed you in some terrible way.
Oh yeah, you failed me. You were more interested in mothering that fairy up there than in being my wife.
But you wouldn't let me.
What do you mean I wouldn't? What do you mean I wouldn't let you?
Did it ever occur to you that what you persecute in Tom, that boy up there, what you persecute in him is the thing you fear in yourself? Bill!
Shoot them! I hope you are gone when I get back from dinner.
I will be. Oh, Bill, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. It was cruel. This was the thing you cried out for me to save you from, wasn't it? And I have tried. I did try.